In a previous episode, we featured the new V6 engine and the 8-speed automatic transmission to give this vehicle class-leading efficiency. In this segment, we're going to focus on the air suspension. That's right, the very first pickup truck to have air suspension, making it easier to get in and out, to load, and also gains greater efficiency. On the inside, this vehicle has been fitted with new interior materials, giving it fantastic interior finish that you would expect in luxury vehicles, plus a massive Uconnect screen that makes this vehicle as modern as any other on the road.
The air suspension is not something that truck owners were actively asking for, but it's something that we knew that they could use. Truck owners are looking to haul a load, pull a trailer, or go off-road and do it efficiently. And the air suspension is going to enable all those things in one way or the other. The air suspension has 4 customer selectable ride heights and an additional aero mode for the highway. The truck will automatically enter aero mode when you get to 62 miles an hour and drop the truck by 3/4 of an inch, and that provides better aerodynamics and therefore better real-world fuel economy on the highway. So if the customer is going off-road, he can select an off-road 1 or off-road 2 ride height position, which will raise the truck as much as 2.1 inches and provide best-in-class ground clearance. The other thing that the air suspension does for us is it provides load leveling with the load in the bed or with the trailer attached to keep the attitude of the truck just where we want it.
It could easily be argued that Ram had the best interior in the pickup truck world already. And when you look at some of the competition, they look kind of old and dated and kind of drab. This one is fabulous. You have to get up to the sport level and above in order to get the large Uconnect screen, but it might be worth the stretch. It's framed with really nice materials. Even on the base model, if you get the smaller radio, it still has a beautiful finish on the center console. This plastic around here is almost soft to the touch, nice feeling rotary dials. The big screen in the center of the instrument cluster is fabulous because when you're driving, it's not always natural to look off to your right, but it is very natural to be looking down at your gauges for your speed, and you can also get all kinds of programmable information in there. Then you add in the advancements of the air suspension that came over from the Jeep side to this Ram, and it makes it an even smoother experience. Yeah, we talk about the 4.1 inches of travel from the lowest setting to the highest setting, but I think having driven the air suspension and without it, I think the air suspension might add a slightly better on-road performance when it comes to smoothness. And then again, Ram already had the edge on the competition with the smoothness of their chassis and their spring and shock settings, and this air suspension takes it to a next level. On higher-end Ram pickup trucks, the air suspension is standard equipment, but here's the good news. If you get the base model, you can get the air suspension as a standalone option. You don't have to splash out right away for the top model. That's going to open up this technology to a greater amount of people, making loading and driving that much better. The interior really is fantastic. It's got to be the best one in the business. Such beautiful materials, and the Uconnect screen is easy to use and very functional. If you want to find out more about this Ram, you can go and watch the video we did on the new V6 engine and the 8-speed automatic at drivingtelevision.com. And while you're there, watch the extended videos with interviews with engineers about this new 2013 Ram.
We spent a lot of time redesigning the interior of the truck, not only to give it an upscale feel, but also to differentiate our trim levels in our truck. And we've been very careful to have a unique grille on every different trim level on the outside, and also a unique interior. And you'll find that we treat the front and rear seat passengers the same way in terms of the quality of the materials and the quality of the trim that we put on the doors. We also spent a lot of time and attention to the center stack. We introduced the new Uconnect access system with the 8.4-inch screen. And while we integrated that new radio and new nav system into the center stack, we took the opportunity to upgrade all the materials around it. As a matter of fact, on our top level trim, Laramie Longhorn, we will now offer real wood interior both on the center stack and on the steering wheel. We spent a lot of attention on the instrument cluster to try to provide as much information as possible to the truck owner. We've integrated a 7-inch multi-view cluster in along with the hard gauges. So we now have a screen where we can customize the display and the customer can select what information they would want to see.